Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I got a stack of books to talk to you about because it's BookList Thursday. Something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. And today definitely gets me excited for October, for spooky season, for creepy books. I'm all over it because we're going to talk about books that have a dark academia feel to them. So school is involved and shit's going down. I have one book that I've read and a whole bunch that I haven't. So this is Good Girls Lie by J.T. Ellison. This was my first J.T. Ellison book and will not be my last. She just might be, you know, competing for an auto-buy author spot because those are always open. But this one takes place at a Virginia school called the Good School. It's a very prestigious prep school known as a silent Ivy. So basically it's a boarding school of choice for daughters of very rich and influential people. It accepts only the best and brightest. It has very long held traditions and honor codes, and just there's a lot of because we've always done it this way type of thing going on. So we have our student who goes there who doesn't necessarily maybe come from the same background, but she's been accepted to the school. She's a stranger to all of these people, and potentially puts a little, I don't know, kink in the plan. So in a world where appearances are everything, as long as students pretend to follow the rules, no one questions the cruelties of the secret societies that exist at this school or the dubious behavior of the privileged young women who expect to get away with murder. But when a popular student is found dead, the truth cannot be ignored. Rumors suggest she was struggling with a secret that drove her to suicide, but was it? Very, very good. A little slow at parts just so that you know, but like the details are that you need it all to come together, and that was fantastic. So I really enjoyed that one. And then I have the pile of books that I haven't read yet. So I should almost make this like my October goal. First one I have, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I just finished The Last Housewife, which could potentially be a little dark academia, slightly. And I'm obsessed because that was an insane ride. So this one we have 6 friends, a college reunion, and an unsolved murder. So 10 years after graduation, we have Jessica is planning her triumphant return to the elite Duquette University. Let's see. Everyone's going to see the girl she wants them to see. Confident, beautiful, and different. Not the girl she was when she left campus. Back when Heather Shelby's murder fractured everything, including the tight bond linking the 6 friends she's been closest to since freshman year. We got racing dual timelines with a dark campus setting and a darker look at friendship, love, obsession, and ambition. So, I mean, it's just, dual timelines, yes, please. Loving it. So that's one on my pile. Another one I have, we have The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I did really enjoy The Silent Patient. So this one, from a dark academia standpoint, pulls in that Greek mythology. So we have Edward is a murderer. Okay, so we know that right away. Of this, Mariana is certain. So maybe we don't know that right away. But Fosca is untouchable. A handsome and charismatic Greek tragedy professor at Cambridge University, he's adored by staff and students alike, particularly by the members of a secret society of female students known as the Maidens. Sounds great. Looks like there's a dead body found and a little question into the secret society. So I'm here for it. I've heard conflicting things though, but I'm interested. Next one I have, where did I even get this? I think, oh yeah, Book Outlet. There's the dot. We have the Cheerleaders by, is that a Z? Casa Thomas? It looks like it. First of all, I mean, this cover, yes, please. Let's see. We have It says there are no more cheerleaders in the town of Sunnybrook. First, there was a car accident where 2 girls were dead after hitting a tree on a rainy night, and not long after that, the murders happened. Those 2 girls were killed by the man next door. The police shot him, so no one will ever know the reasons. Monica's sister is the last cheerleader to die. After her suicide, Sunnybrook High disbanded the cheer squad. No one wanted to be reminded of the girls they lost. That was 5 years ago, and now the faculty and students at Sunnybrook High want to remember the lost cheerleader, but for Monica, it's not that easy. She just wants to forget. So I know this is a little outside. Dark academia is usually like college, but I thought that this just fit. Murder, school, it all kinds of goes together in my head, so that's why we picked that one up. Next one I have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is the first in a duology, maybe. So we have Ellingham Academy is a famous private school in Vermont. Why do these all take place on the East Coast? I'm just questioning. Founded in the early 20th century, tycoon for the best and brightest students around. When Ellingham's wife and daughter are kidnapped, the only clue was a mocking riddle listing methods of murder, signed with the frightening pseudonym Truly Devious. Their disappearance became one of the great unsolved crimes in history. Many years later, true crime aficionado Stevie Bell is set to begin her first year at the academy, and she's determined to solve the cold case. Good luck, Stevie, but I'm sure you'll do it. And I'm sure it kind of gets her in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, the past has crawled out of its grave and someone has gotten away with murder. Just excited about all of them, I'm just saying. Next one I have is Dark Rooms by Lily Anatac. Couldn't tell you where I got this from, but this is why I bought it. So we have a stunning debut about murder and glamour set in the ambiguous and claustrophobic world of an exclusive New England prep school. Death sets the plot in motion. The murder of Nikki Baker, beautiful, wild, enigmatic, and only 16. The crime is solved and fast. A lonely classmate, unrequited love, and a suicide note confession. But memory and instinct won't allow Nika's older sister Grace to accept the case closed. So she drops out of college and living at home, working at the Moonide and working at the Progressive Private High School, from which she recently graduated. She becomes increasingly obsessed with identifying and punishing the real killer. Nothing like going back to where it happened. That'll be interesting. A couple more. I have Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. So Catherine House is a school of higher learning like no other, hidden deep in the woods of rural Pennsylvania. This crucible of reformist liberal arts study and its experimental curriculum, wildly selective admissions policy, and formidable endowment has produced some of the world's best minds. All right. So among this year's incoming class is Inez, who expects to trade blurry nights of parties, pills, cruel friends, and dangerous men for rigorous intellectual discipline, only to discover an environment of sanctioned revelry. Each school's enigmatic director, or even the school's enigmatic director, encourages the students to explore, to expand their minds and to find themselves in their place within the formidable iron gates of Catherine. When tragedy strikes, Inez begins to suspect that the school, in all its shabby splendor, hallowed history, advanced theories, and controlled decadence, might be hiding a dangerous agenda within the secretive, tightly knit group of students selected to study. I think it is. So there's that. And then I have the similars. This one might be pushing it a little bit, but this is by Rebecca Hanover. Elite boarding school, secret society, forbidden group of students, and an explosive start to junior year. So this is where 6 students are attending this Darkwood Academy, but they're not irregular teenagers. They're DNA duplicates of current students joining the class alongside their originals. So a little different twist to it, but I still think gives us our dark academia vibes to it. So that's it. It's quite the pile of books. So highly suggest Good Girls Lie if you haven't read that already. Otherwise, let me know of the ones I haven't read so far, which ones I should probably put on my October pile of books to, scare the crap out of myself. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Otherwise, head over to Sarah's channel and see what she has for us today. I'm super intrigued. And like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.